Hello? Hi. I don't know how to start this. Anyway, hello. This is a shading tutorial that was requested by Killer Fox to the Moon. So, this is completely unscripted, so please don't mind me pausing every 5 seconds to think about what to say. Okay, so, as you saw in this video, I put in clipping and made, the layer multiply, and I don't know how to explain this. You're just gonna have to watch and figure it out because it's kind of going fast. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. But yeah, basically what you do is you just swipe it up to make shading and highlighting. You can change the opacity to however you want it. Like, for the multiply ad, I turn the opacity down a little bit so that you can see a little bit better. So, yeah, that's always good. I'm sorry, I am so awkward. Alright, so now I'm going to shade the skin, and you guys pretty much know how that works. So while we're doing that, I reverted back to Mobizen. I used to have the screen recorder Mobizen before I even had this channel. Me and Mizu would both agree it was a very sucky screen recorder. It would not work very well. But since I couldn't re-download DU Screen Recorder for some reason, I downloaded Mobizen because it was the only screen recorder that I had left. And it's been updated a lot. It's actually a pretty decent app. I really never thought I would say this, but Mobizen is a pretty decent app, except that you can't speed things up. I tried to and I couldn't figure out how to do it, so that's one flaw about it. Okay, now we're moving on to shading the shirt. Here's one thing, always add wrinkles to the clothing so that you can have a guide to where you can shade. It's always good to add wrinkles in the clothing. So you can see where I'm shading is always where the wrinkles are, because that's where the shading would normally be in real life. So I just use a little off-the-shoulder thing with like straps on it for the OC. By the way, this is not my OC. Well, it kind of is, but it was inspired by Katsune's OC, where her wolf ears are like replacing her ears where the ears normally would be. It's a Katsune OC. Okay, so the ears and tail work pretty much exactly the same as the hair does, except with the shade as light as gray, you'd probably need 2 multiply layers just to make it a little more, oomph. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I just woke up. I don't know how to speak. Okay, so now as you can see, whenever I use the normal color, when I use add, it doesn't work very well. I just yeeted the Mobizen screen recorder across the screen. So whenever you use a really light color, for add, use a darker color if that makes sense, and then change the opacity. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, we're moving on to the eyes. The eyes are a little more complicated, so pay attention. Alright, so you add a little arch over the top, make another layer, black, add a little pupil. It looks creepy, but trust me, it'll get better. So add a little pupil. Okay, change the opacity a little bit. Change the setting to multiply. Take your little oval thing, and this is gonna sound really dumb, really weird, but you're gonna make little circles in the eyes. I know it sounds stupid, but trust me, okay? Okay, make another layer, but this time make it add. Stabilizer all the way up to 10 and force the fade all the way up. Take the bottom color, and make these 3 little things. I don't know what they're called. Change the opacity. Add another layer. Put it to luminosity. I would recommend using a pink if you're using this color eye. Make a little circle at the bottom. And then change the opacity to whatever you like. Okay, so now you just add a little, white highlight to the eye. It looks better whenever you shade it. I'm going to do that in a minute. So now you have to put all those layers back into the first one. Ain't that so amazing? Now I'm shading the actual eye itself so you can see the, highlight better. I'd recommend blurring it. It looks a little better like that. So yeah, here is the finished photo, and here's a finished speed art. So, I hope you enjoyed, guys. This is basically like my line art and simple coloring. You're about to see me do, the shading that I did in this video. Oh, there it is. But, yeah. Killer Fox to the Moon, I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope it helped you. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye!